Hi everybody, welcome to the last class of the week. I hope you've all been enjoying the sessions this week. Today, if there's a few modifications that I put in for anything, my hip and my lower back are really painful. I'm taking some advice from a friend of mine who is pre and postnatal qualified on strengthening and working on that, and on what exercises that I need to take out or change or whatever. But as I said yesterday, I'll still provide classes even if that means that I'm doing something slightly different to what I'm telling you to do. But I'll keep you posted through that. Today's class should be quite similar to usual. The only thing that I won't be doing is the plank, but you guys will still be doing it, I'm afraid. Let's get started. So we're going to do our neck stretches that we've done yesterday. So we're going to tip the head over to one side, one ear to the shoulder, take the hand across to pull down and just reach the arm away. Stretching down the side here. Nice deep breaths. Really good if you've been looking down at a computer screen all day, or reading or anything like that. Back to the centre, swapping sides, tipping over. The hand comes across, reach the arm away. We'll do one more time on each side. Tipping over, take the arm across, reach the arm away. Last time other side, tipping the head over, take the arm across, reaching away. Good, from here we're coming onto our backs. So you're laying down with your knees bent and your feet on the floor. So from here we want to make sure we've got that nice curve underneath your lower back. So you should be able to just about get your hand underneath it and just resting your hands down beside you. We're going to take nice deep breaths in through the nose, out through a pursed lip. Breathing in and out. So just taking those nice deep breaths in and out. We're going to start to think about the position of the hips. So we want them to stay nice and level. Imagine you have a torch on each hip bone, they're shining up parallel to one another onto the ceiling. Keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed. They're away from the ears, the chest is nice and open. Keeping the weight evenly placed through the feet. So big toe, little toe and heel. And just start to gently tighten through your tummy. From here, as you breathe out, you're tucking the pelvis under, flattening your lower back into the mat. Take a deep breath in to stay. Exhale to release out to neutral. We're tucking under to flatten. Holding there. Releasing out to neutral. So as you're tucking under, you want to find a nice strong flat back position. And you're using your pelvis and your tummy muscles to move. So we want to try and avoid squeezing the bottom. On this next one, we're going to hold. So we're tucking under to flatten, holding here. So as we hold this flat back position, we're going to start to tighten in the pelvic floor. So as you breathe out, you're tightening all the way in with the pelvic floor. Inhale to release. And release. So you're thinking of the sensation of stopping a wee mid-flow. So as you're tightening, you should feel as though your tummy muscles are working harder and that your back is slightly flatter into the floor. We're halving this contraction. 50% tightening in the pelvic floor as you exhale. Inhale to release. Exhale to tighten. Inhale to release. Still keeping the upper body relaxed. The shoulders are away from the ears. The chest is nice and open. So if you are feeling tense, just turn those palms up towards the ceiling. Pull the tummy all the way down towards your spine. And keep that weight even through your feet. So big toe, little toe and heel. We're going to half one last time, so 20 to 25% tightening. So this should feel like a very gentle lifting, something that you could sustain throughout any exercise if you needed to. It's just working in the background. And that flat back position should feel nice and strong. You're using your tummy muscles and your pelvic floor to help you to stay there. We're going to bring both feet off of the floor and your legs are coming into a tabletop position. Gluing those legs together. As you breathe out, you're tipping both legs over to one side. Release the hip from the floor. Inhale to the center. We're swapping sides, tipping over, releasing that hip. Inhale to the center. So although your hip is releasing from the floor, keep your shoulder grounded into your mat. Back to the center, we're tipping over. And center. So it doesn't matter how big or small that movement is, you're using your tummy muscles to take you over to the side, bring you back to the center, and then back onto the other side. So as you're coming into the center, you should find your flat back position. So pull that tummy down, use your pelvic floor. We're going to do 2 more on each side. Tipping over. And center. Tipping over. And center. 1 more each side. Tip over. And center. Tipping over. And center. Here we're going to hug those knees in. Just gently rock from side to side. Then we're going onto our hands and knees for our stretch up through our back. So we're going to bring our hands underneath the shoulders. Knees underneath your hips, tummy's nice and tightened here. As you breathe out, you're tucking the pelvis under, so you start to curve through the back. Arching your spine all the way up, but dropping the head. Take a deep breath in to stay. Then we're taking the pelvis back to your start position. The spine will follow. And your head is the last thing to lift. Tucking under to curve. Arching the back. Dropping the head. We hold. Releasing back to your start position. Through the spine. And we're lifting the head. So we want to get lots of movement through the back. We're working into each section of the spine piece by piece. So if you do have any areas that feel stiff or sore, you're just going to slow them down. Tucking under to curve, arching the spine, dropping the head, we hold, releasing out piece by piece, lifting the head. So as you curve your back, you're pulling the tummy all the way in. As you're releasing back to your start position, you're thinking shoulders are away from the ears. Let's take 2 more here. Tucking under to curve. Arching the back, dropping the head. We hold. Releasing out through the spine. Lifting that head. Last one here, tucking under to curve. Arching the back, dropping the head, we hold. Releasing out. To lift the head. You're going to push yourself back into a shell stretch. Bottom to the feet. Reaching those arms out in front. And from here we're going on to our sides. Grab a drink if you need one. Excuse me. So you can use a pillow or something underneath your hip if it's sore. Bring your knees bent, legs on top of one another. Arms are going to be out nice and long, palm to palm. You can have something under your head here if you need to. We're lifting this top arm up. So your fingertips point to the ceiling. Take your head with you and start to twist towards the opposite wall. Holding here just for a stretch before lifting back up and over, coming down palm to palm. We're lifting the top arm up, fingertips point to the ceiling. Take the head with you, twisting away from the body. Holding here to stretch before lifting back up and over. Coming down palm to palm. So you want the legs to be glued together to keep them grounded. Making sure that you're getting that twist through your waist. Keeping your arm nice and long, so you're reaching from your fingertips all the way into your armpit. Looking at your hand for as long as you can. So you're making sure you're getting a good range of movement through your neck. We've got 2 more on this side. Lifting up, fingertips point to the ceiling. Take the head with you. Twist to the opposite wall, we hold. We're lifting back up and over. Coming down palm to palm. Last one here, we're lifting up. Take the head with you. Twisting away, we hold. Coming back up and over. And relaxing down. We're going to swap sides, so you can either roll over to the other side or switch the end of your mat that you're laying at. So again, legs are stacked up one on top of the other, laying down with those arms nice and long. From here, we lift that top arm up, fingertips point to the ceiling. Take the head with you, twisting away from the body. Holding for that stretch before lifting back up and over, coming down palm to palm. Top arm lifts, fingertips to the ceiling. Take the head with you, twisting away. We hold, come back up and over. Back down to your start position. Remember, those legs are glued together. Keep them nice and grounded. So the twist is coming through your waist. The arm is reaching long. Stretching from your fingertips all the way into your armpits. Nice deep breaths. We're looking at that hand for as long as we can. Making sure that our range of movement is similar on each side of the neck. We've got 2 more here. Lifting that top arm up. Take the head with you, we're twisting away. Holding. Lifting back up. And over to your start position. One more time, lifting up, fingertips to the ceiling. Taking the head with you, twisting away. Coming back up. And over. Relaxing there. Roll onto your back. Take a full body stretch. Then I'm going to bend the knees, feet are on the floor, and we're in neutral. So you want to have that gap underneath, that curve. And just get those knees in line with your hips. Arms rest down beside you. From here, you're taking a nice deep breath in to nod your head. Chin to chest. Exhale, lift the shoulders from the floor, reaching the arms nice and long. Take a deep breath in to stay. Exhale to control back down. Chin to chest. Lifting the shoulders, reaching the arms. We hold. Control back down. So you're using your tummy muscles to lift you. So you're pulling your belly button all the way down. You're getting that chin to chest position to relax through the neck. So you're thinking big nod of the head, then that tummy tightens to lift you. Reaching the arms, get the shoulders away from the ears. Want to be nice and tightened in the pelvic floor. Deep breath. So you shouldn't be holding your breath here at any point. We've got 2 more here, and we'll add some more movement in. Last one, chin to chest. Lifting the shoulders, reaching the arms. We hold. Control. Back down. So from here, we keep the beginning of the exercise the same. We're adding in some little pulses at the top. So we're still going to go chin to chest. Lifting those shoulders at the top. We're going to go pulse. 2, 3. Control back down. So breath in to nod. Exhale to lift. Inhale, pulse. 2, 3. Exhale, back down. You can, of course, support behind the head here if you need to. Still taking those pulses. Up. Control down. So you still want to use your chin to chest position, that tightening in the tummy, get your shoulders away from your ears. Got 2 more here. Chin to chest, lifting the shoulders, pulsing up. 2, 3. Control back down. This is your last one. Chin to chest, lifting the shoulders, pulsing up. 2, 3. Control down and hug the knees into your chest. From here, we're going on to our fronts. You can grab a drink if you need one. So lay long through your body and just bring those hands mat width apart in line with your ears. We're looking down to the mat. We're taking a nice deep breath in to prepare. As you exhale, push the nose forwards to lift the head and the chest. Holding here, take a deep breath in. Exhale to control back down. Push the nose forwards, lift the head and the chest. We hold. Control back down. So we want to be working up the back of the legs and into the bottom. If at any point your legs or your feet are cramping up, tuck your toes under like I'm doing here. Start to lengthen the back of your legs. We're pulling the tummy in, so your bottom and your tummy are working together to keep your back nice and strong. We're thinking shoulders are down. Chest is nice and open. Let's take 2 more here and then we'll change those arms. Lifting the head and the chest. Holding. Control back down. Last one here. Push the nose forwards. Lift the head and the chest. We hold. Control back down. From here we're going to take the hands one on top of the other and place them onto the forehead. We're taking a nice deep breath in to prepare. As you exhale, you're hovering away from the floor. Take those hands with you. Take a deep breath in to stay. Exhale to control back down. We're lifting up, holding, control back down. So still squeezing the bottom, pulling the tummy in. Keep those shoulders away from the ears. We're going to take 2 more here. Lifting up, holding, control back down. Last one, we're lifting up, holding, control back down. From here, we're pressing ourselves back into a shell stretch. Bottom to the feet. Reaching those arms nice and wide. In this shell stretch position, my legs are really wide. You can keep yours narrow. I just need to bring my legs a little bit wider now. From here on our backs, we're going to go into the 100. Grab a drink if you need one. So we're going to find a nice flat back position, really tucking under, lifting those legs up into tabletop. You can leave your head down if your neck is feeling really sore. If not, we're going to be lifted in the upper body with the arms nice and long, just facing the floor. You've got your 100 beats up and down with those arms. 5 as you breathe in, 5 as you breathe out, which I will count for you as inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. From there, once we've finished 100, your hands are coming behind your head. We're going into 2 sets of 8, sitting up towards the legs. The head and the arms drop down, and we're just going to go into 2 sets of 8 toe taps. Make sure those toe taps, you're moving from your hip, not just bending at the knee, to make sure that you're really working into that hip socket. Once we've done 2 sets of 8 there, we're going to hug the knees in and then go into a stretch. So making sure that you're finding a nice strong flat back position, really tucking under. Then when you're ready, lift those legs up. If you're lifting your upper body, nod the head, bring the shoulders away. Take those arms nice and long. And we inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Tummy in 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Pelvic floor 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Halfway 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Tummy in 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Staying here, hands behind the head. We're going into sit-ups for 8, 7, 6, 5. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest the head down. Leave the legs where they are. We toe tap for 8, 7, 6, 5. Tummies in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last set. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax there. Hug those knees in first. Control that breathing. And then bring yourself into a full body stretch. Then we're coming up to sitting. Grab a drink if you need one. Take those knees bent and your feet on the floor. So here, we're going to come into a nice tall seated position. You can sit on a cushion if that's uncomfortable in your hip. We're going to bring the arms out long in front of us. From here, as you breathe out, pull the tummy in to curve your back and lean away from your legs. You can take it to halfway, but no further. Holding there, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, tighten more to lift yourself up and over. Inhale to sit up nice and tall through the spine. You can make these movements much bigger than what I'm doing here. I'm just keeping them really small because my hip is very painful. Lifting up and over. Sitting up through the spine, restacking. Ready to go again. Really pull that tummy in. Your tummy is what's taking you back. It's holding you there. You need to tighten even more to give you that lift up. And reach as far over as you can go. Stacking through the spine. Make sure your shoulders are down as you curve and lean away. Holding. Lift. So get really tightened in your pelvic floor. Nice deep breaths. 2 more here. Restack the spine. Sitting up tall, ready for our last one. Curve and lean away. Holding. Lifting over. Restack the spine. And relax. Good. From there, just come into a comfortable seated position so you can cross the legs or have them open. Whatever is better for you. We're going to do our stretch out through our back. So sitting tall, bringing your hands in towards your chest. So you're going to do 2 twists in one direction, taking the arm and the head with you. So we're going to go twist, twist and centre. Twist, twist and centre. And centre. And centre. So the arm is giving you a little bit more momentum to take you back. You're keeping tightened through the tummy. Looking towards the hand. Shoulders are down and you're breathing. So you're nice and still through the hips because we're sitting on top of them. Remember to sit however is comfortable for you. 2 more each side. Down. In, last one each side. In, twist, twist, in. Relax those arms. Then just take the soles of your feet together. So your knees are wide and your hips are open. And in that position, just bring yourself down. And if you're wanting to increase that stretch, push your elbows into your legs. Hold on to the feet to bring yourself further forwards. From there, we're going on to our backs. Grab yourself a drink if you need one. So as you lay down, again we're going to find our flat back position. So really tucking under here. So there's no space. Nice flat back. We're going to lift those legs up and then lengthen. So remember here, if you can't get that fully straightened position through your legs, you're adding a bend in the knee. It doesn't matter if you keep that bend in the knee. I'm going to be using that relaxed position for today. Just try and make sure that it's longer than your tabletop, but that you can maintain it. Arms are reaching up towards the ceiling. As you breathe out, I want you to look to your knees and lower as you're reaching up towards the toes. Inhale to control back down. So you're reaching up, look to the knees. Controlling down. So if you need to support the head, you can here. Just take one arm to reach. The other arm is supporting the head. Still use your chin to chest position. Get that neck relaxed. Use your tummy, use your pelvic floor. Keep that back nice and strong. You have 2 more here. Lifting up and down. Lifting up and down, relaxing and hugging those knees in. From there, staying in your flat back. Again, lifting and lengthening the legs as much as you can. You can always add that bend or more bending if you need to. Take the arms up nice and long. So this time we're going to be reaching over to the outside of the leg. Still looking towards the knees as you lift. You're reaching to the outside of the leg. Keep quite close so you can really lengthen through the arms, especially the diagonal one. Inhale to come back down. Exhale, reach over. Inhale down. We're reaching over and down. So just getting a little bit of twist here. Keeping that flat back, use your tummy, use your pelvic floor. Two more on each side, nice deep breaths. Lifting up and over. One more time on each side. Lifting up and over. And down. Lifting up and over. And down. Hug those knees in. Just take a little rock from side to side. So again, here in our flat back position for the last time today, or this week. So nice strong flat back position, really tucking under. This time our legs are just going to come into tabletop. Arms are reaching up. The head can stay down. Same as what we've done for the last few days. We're going to take the same arm and leg away from the body. The other arm and leg stay lifted. Coming back in. We're swapping sides. Take them away. And in. Take them away. And in. So you can keep the knee bent if you need to. Get that arm nice and long. You want to make sure the back stays nice and flat. So you haven't got to take the arm and the leg very far. I'm keeping mine really small today. But you can just work to where your body will allow you to move. Use your tummy, use your pelvic floor. Make sure you're nice and strong in your flat back. Let's take one more on each side, reaching away and in, reaching away and in. Hug those knees in first, then come into a nice full body stretch. Good. From here, we're going to come up onto our knees to do everybody's favourite exercise. So we're going to be knelt quite high here. And think knees directly underneath those hips. So if I had a few people that said they were really cramping up when we last did these, if that's you, then tuck the toes under, which should help to keep the cramp away from your lower leg. If you're cramping up through the front of your leg, don't make the lean as far. Try, if you can, to keep those toes resting on the floor. So you're really working the front of the legs and into the glutes. Make sure your legs aren't too wide. Slight tucking in of the chin so that you know you're not straining in the neck or dropping your head back. So we're going to be leaning back through the knees, trying to keep the rest of the body in line. Leaning back. You're going to squeeze your bottom to push you forwards. So taking a lean back, squeeze the bottom to push you forwards. Make sure that you're not taking this lean back too far. You'll get stuck or you'll start to fall too far, and that's a lot of pressure in those knees. So it's just really small. That should be enough to fire up the front of those legs. Squeeze the glutes to lift you back up. Breathe whilst you do it. Take a breath in as you come back. Exhale. Use that momentum to lift you forwards. Leaning back. Squeeze to lift up. If you're not feeling that through the front of your legs, lean yourself further back. You should really feel it firing up through your quads. Tummy should also be tightened. If you're not sure, place your hand there and make sure it's nice and firm. Relax the shoulders, they shouldn't lift up. Nice deep breaths. Got two more like this, then we're going to make it harder. Last one, leaning back. Squeeze and lift back up. So we're going to make it harder by lifting the arms. So we're just going to take the arms to here. I know I tend to put pressure through my legs, almost as if I'm helping myself lift. So you're coming to this position here. The movement is exactly the same, but you need to really work your tummy and your bottom. Breathe in, lean back. Squeeze and lift. Leaning back. Squeeze and lift. Use the tummy. Leaning back. Squeeze the bottom to lift. So all you've done is adjust those arms. Leaning back. Squeeze and lift. We're going to do two more of these. Leaning back. Squeeze and lift. Last one, lean back. Squeeze and lift. Relaxing there. We're going to push yourselves back into a shell stretch. So bottom to the feet. Arms are reaching out in front. And just creep the arms a little further forward. You've still been doing extension there. So I had a few people that contacted me saying they wanted to work on their arms. So we're going to do a little bit of that. So you can either stay knelt up nice and high, or you can come into more of a seated position, whatever you find more comfortable. And what we're going to do is take the arms out just long and shoulder height. And whilst we do this, I want you to try and make sure that your arms don't drop or sink at the elbow. I hope you can see that. You want them to stay nice and long. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a combination of circling and pulsing them up and down and forwards and backwards. And I want you to try and keep your arms lifted the whole time. I haven't actually just tried this myself the whole way through, so it'll be a challenge to see if I make it as well. So take those arms out nice and long, and to begin with, what we're going to do is circle the arms forwards, just small circles, and we're going for 8, 7, 6, 5, breathe, 4, 3, 2, 1, reverse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, you're going to face your palms upwards and you're pushing your arms up, pulsing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rotate the palms, they're pushing down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Palms face forwards, pushing forwards. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Palms face back, pushing back. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the arms down. 1 shake out. We're going to do that one more time. Lift them out. We're going to circle for 8, 7, 6. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Palms face the ceiling, pushing up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They face down, push down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Palms face forwards, push for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn them back, push for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax the arms. Give them a shake out, well done. So if you are conscious of those arms, you want to strengthen them, you can always do that while watching telly. Listening to the radio, a song is really good to keep that beat going. But we'll do that one a little bit more often. I think that's quite good to work through those arms. From there, we're going to come on to our hands and knees. So we're going to go into the same lifts we did yesterday. So from downward dog, lowering into that hovering position. Staying with a wide arm here, so hands under the shoulders. Well, hands shoulder width apart, sorry. Take the hands slightly further forwards. Remember, you can drop down to your forearms. Your arms are going to feel tired because of what we've just done, so try and push through that pain, that fatigue. Tucking the toes under, knees are slightly further back. So you're going to push your bottom up, nice and high, and this is going to be your start position. So you're always coming back to this lift. So from here, you're just going to bend the knees, bring your upper body over those arms. You can always adjust the arms to that hover, then drive back up. Bend the knees, bring yourself to your hovering position, drive back up. If your feet are slipping, just adjust them when you need to. So the knees are bending. You're trying to get to about an inch off the floor. Mine is going to be higher because I can't come all the way down. Push back up. Bending those knees, come into your hovering position. Pushing back up. Making sure that you're feeling that stretch through the calves in your downward dog. Bending to lower down to your hover. Push back up. Nice deep breaths. Breathe out as you're lowering down. Inhale back up. Breathe out to come down. Inhale back up. We've got 2 more here. Lowering down. Push back up. Lowering down. Push back up. Come all the way down. Relaxing yourself there. And roll through those wrists. I'm going to go into planks. I'm going to talk you through your plank. but I'm going to be doing mine on my knees because I've been advised to stop planking from now on through my pregnancy. So I'm going to do mine on my knees. You will be lifting your knees off. So we're going to do our little narrow press up. So we're going to be really isolating those arms again. Keep it small if they're sore from the arm pushes. So you come to the front of your mat, thumbs and index fingers are touching. You're going to be stepping 1 foot back, taking the weight into those toes. The other leg is going to come to join it, and you'll be in your plank position. Once you've found that nice long line, I want you to bend those elbows, straighten them, and then come back down. So you're taking 1 foot out nice and long, the other leg comes out to join it, nice and close together. Find that strong plank position, so squeezing your bottom, pulling your tummy in, bend the elbows, straighten them, relax back down. Make sure you're taking nice deep breaths, so step one leg back, then the other, strong plank position, breathing, and relax. So if you can, use the exhale as you're straightening through your arms. So taking these in your own time, coming into that nice long line, plank position, squeeze the bottom, pull the tummy in, we bend and straighten, relaxing there. If you are on your forearms, you're keeping them nice and narrow, crossing those hands over. Same thing, find that plank position, but here you're just holding and relax. So no press up there. So just taking the foot out, then the other, tucking under into that long line, bend, straighten, relaxing there. Let's take 2 more. So stepping 1 foot back, then the other. Tucking under, nice long line. We're going to bend and straighten, relaxing there. Last one, 1 foot back, then the other, tucking under, bend and straighten, relaxing there, pushing yourself back into your shell stretch and rolling through those wrists. Good, we've got loads of time now to do a nice stretch out. So we're going to stretch out through the legs and the arms because we've worked both really hard. We're going to do the stretch that we've been doing over the last few days. It's really good to get into the hips, quite selfishly from my point of view, but also down the front of those legs that we really work on those leans. So we're going to bring 1 foot forwards and you'll then support on the other knee. You can pop something under that knee if you need to. You want this knee that's supporting you to be directly underneath your hip. Then you want to have this foot in front. So you should be able to see your foot in front of your knee. You can hold on to something if you need to. From here, you're going to lean forwards into this front hip so that your knee comes over your heel. So you should still be able to see your toes. It shouldn't be coming over those toes. Should be really stretching into this hip of the leg that's supporting you and the thigh of the leg that's in front. And we're just holding here, taking nice deep breaths. If you're cramping up, tuck those toes under behind. Relax those shoulders, they shouldn't be tense. From here you're going to push back, so this leg is then coming into a straighter position. And if you can, you're going to sit back on the foot behind you. If that's not possible, just bring the leg out so that you've got the leg in front straightened. From there, you're just going to lean forwards towards that foot. Drop the head towards that knee. So here we're coming underneath the leg, stretching out there. Nice deep breaths. there we're going to swap sides. So the leg you've just stretched should now be on the floor. Bringing the other leg up. So remember, you've got this knee underneath your hip, this foot is forwards. Pushing forward so this knee comes over the heel, you're stretching out this hip and this thigh. Staying tall through the upper body. Nice deep breaths. Relax the shoulders. And then we're pushing back. Let this leg come as straight as it can. And if you're able to, you're sitting back on that foot. If not, take the leg out to the side and make sure you've got one leg in front. Stretching forward so you're working the back of this leg that's long. Nice deep breaths. And relaxing there. We're then going to come into a new stretch that we haven't done before. Well, some of you might have, if I've PT'd you, you will have, it's called the pigeon stretch. Some of you are not going to like this. So you're going to bring one leg in front of you. So if I do this facing you, this leg is coming in front of you. Some of you will need to stay on your knee here. I turn to the side. Some of you will need to stay on your knee here, but those of you who are a bit more flexible, I want you to sit back into that. So you've got this leg bent in front of you. Doesn't matter how bent that is. If you need to keep it quite loose or you need to stay quite high here, that doesn't matter. So it's just another one to get into the legs and the hips. If you've spent a lot of time sitting, these areas are going to be really tight. So if you need to stay up high on that knee. Nice deep breaths. You'll have to let me know what you think of this one, guys. And then we're going to swap sides. You might find one side is more flexible than the other. So you're going to bring that leg in front, bend if you can, and push that back leg out as far as you can. Doesn't matter if you're high, if you can get a little bit lower towards the floor. So again, stretching the leg that's long and behind, and stretching through this front one as well. Some of you will feel it in different places, that doesn't matter. As long as it isn't painful, it should feel like a stretch. Adjust the position if it's painful, or drop me a message and I'll let you know how you can change it. Relaxing there. Just come into a nice, comfortable seated position. We're going to bring one arm across. So across the body, holding either in front of or behind the elbow, not on top of it, and just pulling the arm across. And just take the head so that you're looking to that shoulder. Relaxing there. Swapping sides, the other arm comes across, pulling it over. Turn your head to the shoulder. Good, relaxing there. Bring yourself up to kneeling or standing. We're just going to come into shoulder rolls. And forwards. Bring those arms out to the side. We're going to lift one arm up, reach up, stretch over. Come back to the center. We're lifting up, stretching over. One more time on each side, lift up. Stretching over, back to the center, we're lifting up. Stretching over. And relaxing there. Well done, you worked really hard. Thank you so much for joining me today and for the whole week and lockdown. So exercises are going to change, and I'll start to introduce different stuff just to make sure that I can keep a class going. So if there are things that you want me to include, like the people that contacted me about arms, I will try and incorporate that as long as I'm able to. Let me know how you found today's session. Drop me a message below. Enjoy the sunshine today, and I'll see you all on Monday. Bye.